Do you remember what freedom felt like? I'm not talking about retirement, but the simple, quiet freedom of knowing you are truly self-sufficient. The freedom to drive to the grocery store when you want. The freedom to walk up a flight of stairs without thinking twice. The freedom to never worry about becoming a burden on your children. If you're over 60, that quiet independence is your most precious asset. And I believe that is the #1 fear we all share. The fear that a sudden health crisis could steal that freedom overnight. The biggest threat to that independence is stroke. A stroke is not just a health event, it is an independence-robbing event. It is the moment you lose control over your own life. But what if I told you that you hold the anchor to your health freedom right now? It is not found in a pill bottle or a complex medical procedure. It is found right there in your kitchen. I have spent years coaching seniors and analyzing clinical data on longevity. And the science shows, you do not need expensive supplements or complicated diets to slash your stroke risk. You need simplicity. You need 5 daily, easy-to-implement meal fixes that target the root cause of stroke, poor blood flow. These 5 meal fixes are the definitive, science-backed way to correct the sodium-potassium imbalance, clean up your arteries, and guarantee your independence for decades to come. Stay with me, because what we are about to discuss is the foundation of your health freedom. Let's anchor your independence, starting today. The foundation: blood pressure control. The single greatest contributor to stroke risk is high blood pressure. If your blood pressure is unstable, your entire existence is unstable. The 2 first meal fixes we will talk about are all about blood pressure control. They are about restoring a natural balance that most of us lost decades ago. Fix 1. Quit the salt for taste habit. We have been conditioned our entire lives to associate salt with flavor. This habit is actively working against your independence after 60. The biggest danger isn't the salt you sprinkle on your food at the dinner table. The true independence killer is the hidden sodium in processed foods you eat every day. Think about canned soup, frozen dinners, store-bought salad dressings, and even your morning bread. They are saturated with sodium designed to hook your taste buds and silently raise your blood pressure. The American Heart Association is clear on this. The absolute ideal limit for sodium is not 2,300 milligrams per day. For true stroke prevention, especially after the age of 60, your target should be closer to 1,500 milligrams per day. That is roughly 2/3 of a teaspoon of salt for an entire day. This is why you must adopt a new mindset. Salt is a hidden enemy. Your practical fix is learning to read food labels like a pro. If the sodium content listed is 20% or more of your daily value per serving, put it back on the shelf. Look for items specifically labeled low sodium or no salt added. This change alone can lower your systolic blood pressure by up to 5 points. 5 points is the difference between worrying about a stroke and feeling secure in your health. This small habit anchors your blood pressure in the safety zone. Now, let's talk about the sneaky places sodium hides that you might be missing. The biggest culprit is often prepackaged poultry or meat. Many brands inject chicken and turkey with sodium solutions to keep them moist, labeling them as enhanced. This single word, enhanced, is your warning sign. Also, be highly suspicious of condiments. A single tablespoon of ketchup or soy sauce can easily wipe out a quarter of your daily 1,500 milligram goal. Start substituting these high-sodium condiments with fresh herbs, lemon juice, vinegar, and ground pepper. These natural flavors not only protect your blood pressure, but also enrich the nutritional value of your meals. A win-win for independence. The second part of this fix is the restaurant rule. When you eat out, assume every dish is trying to maximize flavor, which means maximizing sodium. Always ask your server if the chef can prepare your meal with little or no salt added. This is a small conversation, but it is a massive investment in your longevity and control. Fix 2. The potassium anchor. Now, if sodium is the enemy trying to spike your blood pressure, think of potassium as the powerful, natural antidote. Potassium is the quiet hero of your vascular system. It literally helps your body excrete excess sodium, More importantly, potassium helps relax the walls of your blood vessels. When your blood vessel walls are relaxed, the pressure inside drops. It is the most critical mineral for maintaining healthy, flexible arteries. But here is the problem. Most seniors simply do not get enough of it. If you are following the advice from fix number 1 and cutting sodium, you must simultaneously boost your potassium intake to establish a perfect balance. This is called the sodium-potassium balance, and it is the single most important dietary factor for hypertension. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention confirms that increasing potassium intake is crucial for stroke prevention, often working just as effectively as some first-line medications. So, how do you anchor your potassium intake easily? Stop relying on supplements. They are often poorly absorbed and can be unnecessarily expensive. I recommend focusing on 3 simple, affordable, and readily available foods you can integrate into your meals today. First, the simple banana. It is a potassium powerhouse you can easily add to your breakfast. Second, the sweet potato. They are delicious, incredibly versatile, and packed with more potassium than you realize. They are an excellent replacement for white potatoes. Third, spinach. A cup of cooked spinach is one of the richest sources of potassium available. Throw a handful into a smoothie or sauté it with a little olive oil. Let's expand this potassium anchor with a few simple meal combinations. For breakfast, try a bowl of oatmeal topped with sliced banana and a spoonful of chia seeds. You now have potassium, fiber, and omega-3s working together immediately. For lunch, swap out your typical sandwich side for a serving of black beans. Black beans are loaded with potassium and fiber. For dinner, make sweet potato your primary starch. Roast it with herbs or mash it with a splash of milk and pepper instead of butter and salt. These simple additions turn your everyday meals into a stroke-fighting defense system. They are your daily anchor against high blood pressure. The defense, artery and brain health. While the first 2 fixes dealt with blood pressure, the next 2 deal with the structural integrity of your arteries and the clarity of your brain. Stroke often happens when plaque builds up, creating blockages or clots. These next 2 fixes are your daily defense against that arterial damage. Fix 3, the omega-3 shield. You have heard of omega-3s, but let us be clear on why they are non-negotiable after the age of 60. Omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, act as a gentle, internal cleaner for your blood. They have powerful anti-inflammatory properties that reduce the sticky nature of your blood platelets. This means a significantly lower risk of dangerous blood clots forming and causing a stroke. In simple terms, they make your blood less likely to gum up the works. The medical consensus is unanimous. You must consume fatty fish at least twice a week. This means salmon, mackerel, herring, or trout. If you are not eating fish twice a week, you have a massive, easily correctable gap in your stroke prevention strategy. This is a critical weekly commitment to your independence. But let's discuss why omega-3s are a superior choice over other fats. Unlike saturated or trans fats, which actively promote plaque formation and inflammation, omega-3s work at a cellular level to calm the inner lining of your blood vessels. Think of them as soothing balm for your arteries. They keep the pathways wide, smooth, and flexible. If you struggle with fish, incorporate omega-3-rich seeds into your daily routine. Flax seeds and chia seeds are excellent alternatives. Simply add 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed or chia seeds to your morning oatmeal or yogurt. Another powerful, lesser-known alternative is walnuts. A small handful of walnuts each day provides a potent dose of omega-3s and is a fantastic snack to keep your brain sharp. This acts as a daily shield, protecting your brain and arteries from the silent threat of clots. Fix 4. The whole grain swap. This might be the easiest independence fix you can make, yet so many people resist it. The problem with refined grains, your white bread, white rice, and sugary cereals, is that they act like a sugar bomb in your body. They cause blood sugar spikes, which over time severely damage the delicate lining of your arteries. Damaged arteries are magnets for plaque buildup. Whole grains, however, contain a critical component, soluble fiber. This fiber does two things for your independence. First, it acts like a sponge, soaking up bad cholesterol, or LDL, which is the key ingredient in arterial plaque. Second, it helps stabilize your blood sugar, protecting the integrity of your blood vessels. Clinical research is compelling. Consuming just 3 servings of whole grains every day can reduce your risk of cardiovascular disease and stroke by as much as 20% to 40%. That is an extraordinary amount of protection from something as simple as choosing a different loaf of bread. The switch is simple, but the impact is profound. If you eat a sandwich for lunch, switch to 100% whole wheat bread. If you love pasta, choose whole wheat pasta. Your practical swap today is moving from white toast to a bowl of oatmeal for breakfast. Switch from white rice to brown rice or quinoa at dinner. The goal is to make every single grain you consume a whole grain, not just some of them. If the first ingredient on the label does not say whole, leave it. This simple whole grain swap is not a sacrifice. It is an investment in your future autonomy. The game changer, simple swaps. The last fix is often the easiest to overlook because it involves things you might not even consider food. But this change is a game changer for managing weight, blood pressure, and stroke risk after 60. Fix 5. The sugar elimination. I'm not talking about the occasional treat. I'm talking about liquid sugar. Sugary drinks are one of the most detrimental items you can put into your body, especially as you age. We are talking about soda, sweetened teas, and fruit juices that are essentially sugar water with trace vitamins. The consumption of these sugary drinks is directly linked to weight gain, type 2 diabetes, and a dramatically increased risk of stroke. Studies from the American Heart Association show that consuming sugar-sweetened beverages can increase your risk of stroke by a staggering 25%. It is a silent, addictive habit that actively undermines your ability to stay healthy and independent. The fix is absolute. Eliminate liquid sugar and replace it with water or green tea. Green tea is not just a replacement, it is an active fighter against stroke. It is packed with powerful antioxidants called catechins that help improve blood vessel function and naturally lower blood pressure. Make it your new daily drink. Consider this. Cutting just 1 can of soda a day is not only eliminating excess sugar, but it is also saving you thousands of calories a month, protecting your blood vessels from chronic damage, and greatly reducing your diabetes risk. This is the meal fix that instantly cuts hundreds of calories and provides powerful stroke prevention, ensuring your health is anchored for the long term. You have worked hard your entire life to build your home, your family, and your security. Do not let something as simple as poor nutrition steal your most valuable asset, your self-sufficiency. These 5 meal fixes are not restrictive diets. They are 5 easy-to-manage habits that serve as an unshakable anchor for your health. From cutting back on hidden sodium to anchoring your blood flow with potassium and omega-3s. These are the deliberate steps you take every day to guarantee that your golden years remain yours. You deserve to live a life free from the fear of dependence. Now, I have one question for you to help us build a community focused on self-reliance. If you had to choose just one of these 5 meal fixes to start today to guarantee your health freedom, which one resonates the most with your current kitchen routine? Let me know below. And to help you implement this foundation, I want to guide you toward the next step. The #1 challenge after cutting salt is finding food that still tastes good while boosting your potassium. That is why I have prepared a deep dive into the most accessible, inexpensive foods you can use right now. Watch my next video. 7 cheap, high-potassium foods that drop your blood pressure naturally. Find the link in the description to continue building your life of independence. Please remember, this content is for informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult with your healthcare provider before making significant changes to your diet or medical treatment plan.